Hello and welcome to Digesting the Soul. Today I'm going to give an overview regarding the human aura. And I think if you really do want to comprehend how energy medicine works, understanding the foundation and the principle of the aura is very helpful. And in addition, the aura is directly interconnected to the chakra system. So the energies from the chakras are actually what is projecting outward, revealing the colors in your aura. So the aura is basically the energy field that surrounds all human beings. And so it encircles our body and then it's projecting outward. And the distance is different for everybody. It can be inches or feet. And the reason for that is that it is solely based on your individual energy levels and also your physical state of health. So everyone has a few core colors that will remain in their chakras throughout most of their lifetime. Usually it's 2 to 3. And some of these colors will take up a larger space, some other colors might be a mere sliver. And basically these colors are identifying your personality traits, your talents, and any spiritual gifts. Now, Edgar Cayce referred to the aura as the weather vane of the soul. And many other people refer to the aura as the blueprint of the soul. And there is a theory that the aura is actually the holographic record that links to the Akashic records. Now, the Akashic records are what is believed to record every thought, emotion, action, and deed throughout not only this life, but our past lives. And if you believe in the spiritual concept of a life review, when we cross over, the Akashic records is where they retrieve this information. So the other colors in our aura are just in a constant state of flux and change. And that's because they're literally capturing the here and now of the emotions and thoughts and the activities that we're directly experiencing. And again, the aura is reflecting us on an emotional level, a physical level, a mental level, and also a spiritual level. So it's believed that the left side of the aura is representing feminine energies and the right side of the aura is representing masculine. The front side would be revealing our future and the back side has been recording our past. And so if you've ever seen any really talented psychics or energy healers, and if they have the ability to tap in and read the aura, this is where they're getting a lot of that information to be able to tell you accurately maybe something that happened in your past or to make a future prediction for you. So the top of our aura is revealing our connection to spirit, and it will identify if we're able to receive spiritual guidance. And then finally, the bottom of our aura is basically telling us or showing us if we're grounded to the earth, and it's sort of a snapshot of the physical state of our health, of our body. So the colors within the aura also are corresponding to the 7 chakras. So that would be red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, and purple. And I will post a link in the description so you can further understand how to interpret all the various colors and the combinations. But basically each color is based on several features. And the first would be the brightness or intensity of the color. So you would take that and then you would go into the shades. So does it have any darkness? Is it cloudy in the color? Is it faded? And then thirdly, is the color solid? Is it streaked or is it jagged? So for example, if you took a single color and say you wanted to look at red, and red, symbolically can represent vitality or physical strength. But if you saw some darkness or cloudiness to that, that may indicate some health issues. And so you may also see that color, say if you were having heart issues, that's where the color would be emanating from. And so the colors can be on a physical level, but they also can be on an emotional level. So that same color red might be encompassing your whole aura, and that could be indicating a lot of emotional turmoil. And say you saw a red jagged lightning bolt go across your forehead, that could indicate that emotional turmoil is resulting in a lot of angry thoughts for you. So you can see how your chakras are constantly communicating to your aura, and again, these colors are all related to our emotional, mental, spiritual, and physical energies going on. And we are always reacting to other people's aura, whether we believe we can sense them or see them or not. And when it comes to the aura, the philosophy is likes attract like. So this really is how we interpret whether or not we like another person. Our aura acts like an antenna and is going outward and perceiving other people's aura, and it is intuitively coming back and providing us information, whether we know that person or have yet to get to know them. And I think this is where they get the phase, you know, that person's giving me a weird vibe or I don't like their vibe. It's actually referencing the vibrational field that surrounds all of us. And to just give you a personal story, years back, a friend of mine introduced me to his childhood friend. And he was a nice guy. He was polite. There was nothing overtly like offensive about this person. But my initial reaction, I later told my friend, is, gee, there's just something I can't define. But I remember saying there's a real darkness about him. And I consistently felt that when I was in his presence. And I don't have the ability to perceive colors in people's auras yet. But come to find out years later, this person did take their own lives. And one of the colors that it's believed that will be prominent when someone is near death is black. And when I think back on, the only thing I could say was I sensed a real darkness. It makes me wonder, was I, perceiving on some intuitive level that real darkness? And of course, that would make someone feel uncomfortable, especially because it wasn't a natural passing. So I think another example is if you've ever gone over to somebody's house and the people inside, are smiling and they offer you a drink and maybe you're going to have dinner, but something in the atmosphere just seems off, and unbeknownst to you, maybe these people in this house got in a huge fight right before you came over, and of course they don't want you to know, but I think intuitively we are sensing energies always in the air, and we always can't make logical connections to it. So we are constantly affecting our aura, so every color and thought and emotion or physical ailment is having a matching color, and that is how we can strengthen our ability for interpretation for both the aura and the chakras. And so any emotions or thoughts you have are always either going to be uplifting or draining to your aura. They're either going to be strengthening it or weakening it. And so it's believed that a lot of negativity over time is going to leave you vulnerable to, say, mental or physical ailments. And whether or not you're doing a lot of nourishing and self-care for your body, that will also be revealed in your aura. So, if you're not sleeping enough or drinking enough or, eating, that will be reflected as kind of a pale vibratory weakness within your aura. You can actually see fatigue in people's aura. Now, when it comes to our surroundings, we are always being bombarded by the atmosphere and absorbing those energies, and any interaction that we have with another person, we are exchanging our energies back and forth. So over the course of the day, you really pick up what I like to term as energetic debris. And so there are clearing methods that can help yourself, and being in nature is probably one of the easiest. It's very harmonizing and cleansing to your aura. If you just go out, you're actually absorbing energy from plants and trees and flowers and the grass that surrounds you. And then in addition, sitting in the sunlight for 5 to 10 minutes is very energizing and uplifting for your aura as well. Now, animals are also very calming and soothing to the aura, and in fact there is a lot of scientific data now that shows that animals can improve your health, and they also affect your longevity. So lastly, I think another way you could cleanse is dried white sage. You can just light it, and as the smoke just go up and down and behind and in front of your body, very similar to how you'll see people clear and cleanse a house. And I think if you're a person who you recognize that you just don't feel comfortable in large crowds, or you don't like to go to large concert venues or the movies or something, really is just reflecting that you have a sensitivity and an ability to sense and perceive other people's energy, and it's getting absorbed into your aura. So one thing you can do is just kind of sit quietly and close your eyes and imagine a white light of protection surrounding you. And then to even fortify that further, you can imagine mirrors surrounding you, and basically set the intention that any energies that are coming back to you are reflected back to that person. So I hope you found this enlightening and as a fascinating topic as I do. And my next video will be on chakras to help you further understand the subtle energetic fields of our human body. And as always, I wish everybody great health, all the best, and I'll see you in my next video.